You get the first spark then.
Wait, do you want it on this too?
I don't know what you
Yes.
do.
Where's my camera? Does somebody have my camera? You were looking at
Oh, I
the
do have a picture of that egg, by the way.
Okay.
You'll
The egg.
hold it right
I
now.
do.
Where has the ring been all this time?
What?
Where has the ring
Oh,
been?
it's been in my pocket.
Okay.
Yeah.
An egg is
Okay,
in
I
your
have to
pocket.
finish.
Just arrived yesterday.
I
It's
know.
Right.
$45.
Wow.
Today
I
I
know.
saw the ring box in your pocket, but I'm like, that could be a cell phone. He keeps his cell phone in
I
his
did have my
front
cell phone in
pocket,
this
so-
pocket too, but
so
I was
was
trying
like,
to
okay,
try
we're
as
just
best as
gonna
I
Oh,
could.
but it
say
was a
cell
box.
phone.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
I
I
didn't
wondered.
tell you that.
I wondered if you had because I was just like I'm trying to make it look, get
Like it's a
myself.
cell phone.
Yeah, because I had my cell phone in the pocket too. And I was just like, oh, shit.
Hold on here.
So
Am I
anyway,
stepping in front of you?
Why
I'm
don't you
sorry.
head over?
No,
so
I'll get back to
anyway,
you.
so we started it out with the tulip that Angie
Take a
gave,
picture of
and,
them right now.
But we have the cameras.
and then the little egg that had the first clue in it, that had a little poem riddle thing in it, that kind of started this whole thing. Because today is 3, 31, 13, which all of those added together equals 11, which has been pointed out to me by both Greg and my mom, even though I already knew it. And did you? It didn't occur to you.
I asked you if Mom had told you,
Oh,
but
yes.
she told me.
Yes. No.
I didn't
So-
realize it until today when I wrote it in my journal at church to take notes, and I was like, "Wow, would you look at that?"
So anyway, so yeah,
I
then
realized
Angie gave her the
when I
first
was having
tulip
my quiet
with
time
the
other
with
day.
the with the first clue, which then went to the her room, which was where the vase was with the second tulip, and a clue to take her to cook. At cook was your desk.
Yes.
And
And
my
it is 20 steps. I counted.
She did.
I literally put my foot one in front of the other, and it was 20
Great,
steps.
okay.
Anyway.
That's why it
the
took
joke is
so
there's
long,
20
Mark.
feet between the two,
Oh,
so-
hilarious.
but we've never actually measured it, so I was like, so she measured it now.
It's exactly.
Okay.
Anyway, go on.
So
I was pretty excited.
so anyway, then I took her to the Blue River room, which is where I knelt down and prayed right after I found out that she'd been at cook longer than I thought she had, and
Was not married.
It's also where I used to pray for Cook and just for some friends of mine. There was 6 of us that would pray every Thursday for Cook and for each other. And so, but that was the room that we did that in all the time, and so that just became a really special room. Ironically, you don't know this part. As we were going to my desk, I'm like, I think we should stop by the Blue River room because I have a feeling there's going to be something there. And I was like, okay, but no, I need to go on the path that he directed me towards, and if we come back to the Blue River room, then so be it.
Yeah.
Cool.
So, yeah. So anyway,
Yeah.
so that made me laugh.
so anyway, I figured you probably would guess that. I almost put it down on the floor, and I was like, I better not hide it in there, because then, yeah. So
And then he said, scoot down,
scoot on down. I'll meet you there, or something like that.
and I was like, scoot on down. And at that point, my mind was to a few other places that he could have gone and cook, and so either
So
the
she had
coffee
5 tulips
station.
at this point.
Yeah, so I was like, okay, it could be the coffee station, or it could be the rocks in the pond right outside of Cook that I just love, and I've loved there. I love to sit there. It just is a really peaceful place. But that's not what he said. So I'm like, scoot. So that one took me a little while, but it took us.
Did you have to give any clues or no?
She gave a very easy clue, or like not a obvious, but it was a good.
I said, I'll give you a hint. He's not here.
Oh.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
she kept looking down the hallway for you.
I was like, is the cafeteria special? Like, trying to figure out what else could be a special place at Cook.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
anyway, so that was the clue. So it wasn't a huge clue, but it helped.
Yeah.
And so then we went to Scooters,
So then we went to Scooters,
which is where our first date was.
which is where we first went to coffee.
Is that where you guys met up?
Mm-hmm.
Just now?
No.
Tonight?
Tonight,
Yes.
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 Okay.
So, then we went from there to where we had our first kiss, which was right on her stairs in her house. And,
And that one was really cute because with that one, he had the tulip under a really big white Tupperware bowl because he didn't want my cat to get to the tulip. That made me laugh. And that clue had 2 little tokens from Chuck E. Cheese on it.
yes. And said, can you beat me?
Yes.
And she did.
Skee
So
ball.
we went to
Skee ball.
yeah. So we went and played skee ball, and yeah, I looked down at the thing and I was just like, because the score, like I didn't realize what score you needed to get in order to win tickets, and I needed to be sure that we won at least 11 tickets because there was a pretty significant thing that needed to happen at that point. So I was like, oh shoot, 'cause it was a pretty high score that she had to get in order. So I was like, well, I can't just take it easy on her. But she still beat me. So
Of course.
yeah, I didn't have any warm up or anything like that. She got 2,300, I got 2,200, and we ended up with 22,000, and we ended up with 13 tickets. I had 6, she had 7, and at first I thought I only had 5. I was like, oh, maybe I only have 5, and she only has 5, and so and I wondered if she was wondering like where it was going to be there, but it
Yeah, I was.
Yeah.
I was fully expecting there to be a tulip on the skee ball thing. There wasn't.
Yeah.
I was like,
Yeah.
okay.
So then we took our tickets over, and it was under the glass with a little card.
Which was really cute.
Oh.
It
It had
said
11 on it.
Yeah, that it
So-
was for 11.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Oh.
that was
So-
fun because I thought it would probably just be.
And somebody else didn't ask for it.
Yeah.
Exactly. But I thought it would probably be something that they would give to us at the ticket counter. You know, we'd say, "Oh, we want that gumball," you know, for 13 tickets.
I wonder how many people they turned away from the tulip.
I wonder. I don't know how long. I mean, I told them to put it out about a half an hour after I was there, and it had probably been there half an hour.
Mhm.
So, yeah. So anyway,
So that
so
was
from
pretty cool.
yeah.
Well, I didn't hear that. I missed.
Well, we're videoing
Well,
it,
you-
so.
yeah, okay.
So
Tell me
so then after that, it said that we were going to take a walk at her place that she loved to run. So, and that was at Cottonwood. And so we took a different route to Cottonwood than I normally would take because they were meeting us at a specific spot along the
I was
road.
wondering why you were going that way.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
So I went that way, and then her parents were standing there with Tulip, and they took the car, and she and I went for a walk, and we walked down and then crossed Union. And quickly. They had set this up with another tulip and the final clue, which basically said all the clues are gone are done. We need to go find another tulip. And so she and I walked, and you guys did a really good job.
He was very amazed.
I was,
Like,
because
kept talking about
I
it. It was
thought
hilarious.
you were going to leave after we left.
Okay, you
Wait,
should go
we
on
gotta
with
ask
the
So
story
anyway,
before you do.
so
That
okay,
makes
so
sense.
because what I thought was going to happen was we were going to walk, we were going to then leave the church and just leave the tulips there, and we were going to leave, and then Mom and Dad, who were parked, I saw where your car was, but I thought you were going to like come out after we left, grab it and go, and then beat us up to MTI. But there's this area, and you can explain what the area is that you want.
So there's a prayer walk area that's right behind our church that for years, our church is randomly on 7 acres. And so one of the things that's back there is a little forest. And so for years, probably 5 or 6 years ago, what we had talked about doing, because there was a little patio back there, is we talked about having that be a Wedding in the Woods site, and that would be a ministry that our church would do. And so I was the one who was leading the charge for a while to try and get this wedding ministry site put together. It never materialized for a bunch of different reasons, but it was a really significant place for me because, well, first of all, just weddings, but it was what Mark had mentioned was that we have dreams and they don't always go the way that we planned, but sometimes they're a part of the overall story and those sorts of things. So we just went for a walk back there, and so he.
And that's what I told her there, because I knew that was a significant thing. And I was originally, not originally, but one of the places I was thinking of actually proposing was there. But I was like, it's just not.
There's houses there.
There's houses there and stuff,
Yeah,
and so
which
it's
is
just
one
like.
of the reasons it didn't take off is because
Mhm.
there was development there and all of that
So,
kind of stuff. So.
What I was expecting to happen then was for us to just, spend a little time there, and then leave, and then Mom and Dad would grab the tulips. Well, we turned around to come back, and I saw Mom and Dad's car moving, and I thought, oh, they're going to bolt so that we don't see them, and then come back and grab the tulips. And then when we got up there, I was like, they took the tulips with them.
I said, first the tulips are gone. And you were like, huh, they weren't supposed to be gone yet. That's fascinating.
I was trying to, yeah, okay. But anyway, I had noticed at that point already, because I was like, did they leave? And then I noticed, I was like, oh yeah, they took the tulips. And so then I kind of tried to play dumb.
Good job.
Thanks.
Yeah.
So anyway, so then in order to be sure that we were like right on top of them going up to MTI, we I drove back up to Cook to the Pond, which was another place I thought about proposing. And she was like, well, she said, you know, it would have been a beautiful place, but I'm glad you didn't because I don't want us to be always tied to Cook kind of thing. And I was like, okay, interesting. So in the back of my mind, I was like, well, we're going to go to a place I've been tied to my entire life. so yeah.
Because you've been tied there. I mean, it's
Exactly. It's family. I mean, it's just.
Yeah, it wasn't just a place of employment. It was a place
Exactly.
of mission.
Right,
So,
that's what I mean, it's not a
Yeah.
place of-
So no, and I was like, that's really cool. So anyway, so we so I kind of took a circuitous route somewhat because I still wanted to buy.
circuitous route.
Okay, but I still wanted to buy them a little more time,
Sure.
and we got onto the freeway.
Yeah, well,
and
but
it
hold
was,
on. In the meantime, what he did is he drove
Run out of
essentially.
memory.
What?
Seriously.
Go ahead.
We're on 11 minutes, guys.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, we're pretty verbose. Anyway, but he took us so that it was like we were going to your house, right? To my parents' house. And then he kept going, and it was like we were going to your house. And then he turned. And so he kept going all these places where I was like, maybe we're going here. Nope. Maybe we're going here. Nope. And it just kept turning. So, yeah, that's why I say it was pretty circuitous.
You better get to the
Okay.
gazebo
Okay,
first.
So we got up to this gazebo, and they had set it up with that and one final rose or one final tulip on a podium. Very pretty podium. I don't know where it is. Probably in your garage or trunk still.
Still in the car.
It was there.
Nicely done.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wait, that's the end?
Well, I'm just saying I was gonna wait for you to
Correct me.
Oh, okay, then I would be happy to. Then first I have to say that I was a little concerned that he might be proposing at IKEA. Because after we didn't get off at some of the places where I thought we were, I'm like, okay, there's nothing special that I know of that's north of here. And I was like, he knows that I love IKEA, but
Over
no,
Swedish
it's
meatballs.
okay if we don't get engaged there.
That's funny.
So, yeah. So I made a joke, but I was like, so yes, so then we got to the gazebo and everything was set out there, and it was just.
And I told her she was the love of my life. And
Did you get down on one knee?
I
He did.
did.
Nice. So you were eye level.
And the
Very
sun
good.
was still
I said, "Will you marry me?" And she did not say yes. She said, "I will." So it wasn't. She said yes. She said, "I will."
I said yes later.
Was that different?
No.
Oh,
No,
okay.
not at all. I was just,
I will. Okay.
So then we
Cool.
did a little engagement dance.
Yeah. You can do a little engagement dance now if you want. Do you want to do it again?
Was it the dance of joy, like for
Pretty
perfect
much.
strangers?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're gay! That's pretty much it.
That was all there was to it.
Actually, I
Wow.
got that on video.
Yeah, I have that video too. Well, we have another.
Now
The
we
funny
can see
thing
our
is, I just tried to do
Yeah,
vertical.
exactly.
So that's really interesting.
Oh,
So
funny.
yeah, and Mom and Dad were taking pictures from up on the hill up at Mosaic.
Absolutely.
And
no idea.
then I waved to them and they came down and took some more pictures. So,
Oh.
so yeah.
Okay.
And then we went to
That's a
Subway.
great story.
Subway.
Yeah. And then we did go to Subway, and the guy was like, "How's your Easter?" Mark's like, "Great, we just got engaged and decided to go to Subway."
Yeah, where's the TV cameras?
I hope they gave you food for free.
Yeah. They would